Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about pons. Pons is the middle part of the brainstem connecting the midbrain with the medulla. This is the middle part which is located in between the medulla as well as midbrain. Pons means bridge, which acts as a bridge between the midbrain as well as medulla. So it is present in between of the midbrain and medulla, so it is known as pons. External surface. Pons has two surfaces, ventral and dorsal. The ventral or anterior surface is convex in both the direction and transversely striated. The ventral or the anterior surface of the pons is convex in both the direction. In the median plane shows a sulcus where the basilar artery lodges. There is a sulcus in the median plane which the basilar artery lodges. This sulcus is known as basilar sulcus. The dorsal surface or the posterior surface is hidden by the cerebellum and forms the upper half of the fourth ventricle. This dorsal surface or the posterior surface is hidden by the cerebellum. So this forms the upper half of the fourth ventricle. The laterally the surface continues with the middle cerebellar peduncle. The middle cerebellar peduncle connects the lateral surface of the pons. Here it is the pons in which this is the dorsal surface and this is the ventral surface. The ventral surface, there is a sulcus which is known as basilar sulcus. Here the basilar artery lodges and here this is the dorsal surface and this is the laterally the middle cerebellar peduncle connects to the pons. The internal structures of the pons are upper level and the lower level. We can divide the internal structure of the pons into upper level as well as lower level. The upper level or the upper part of the pons. The upper part is laterally related with the superior cerebellar peduncle. The upper part of the pons is laterally related with the superior cerebellar peduncle. The cerebral aqueduct passes in the upper part of the pons and pierces behind the pons, and it is not seen in the lower part. The cerebral aqueduct is seen up to the upper part of the pons and not seen in the lower part of the pons. The upper part is divided into there is no cerebral aqueduct seen in the lower part, only it is seen in the upper part. The upper part is laterally related with the superior cerebellar peduncle. The upper part is divided into basilar part and tegmentum. The basilar part has transverse fibers which connects the middle cerebellar peduncle, and the ventral fibers connects the cortex of the cerebellum, and these fibers contain the grey matter known as pontine nuclei. And these fibers are known corticopontine fibers and corticospinal fibers. The tegmentum of the pons are continuous from the tegmentum of the midbrain. The tegmentum of the pons is continuous to the tegmentum of the midbrain. The dorsal part, immediately behind the basilar part, the trapezoid nucleus and trapezoid body is present. On the medial side or the medius lemniscus is present. The lateral or to the medial lemniscus, the trigeminal lemniscus is present. On lateral to the trigeminal lemniscus, there is a spinal lemniscus is present. Medial to the spinal lemniscus, the trigeminal nuclei is present. This is the pons, which is upper part. Here is the fourth ventricle, which has the upper part has the foramen cerebral aqueduct is seen in the upper part. It is not seen in the lower part. It is the basilar part. The pons is divided into basilar part as well as dorsal part. The basilar part, immediately to the basilar part, there is trapezoid as well as trapezoid lemniscus is present, and lateral to the on the medial side, here is the trapezoid body or trapezoid lemniscus. Medial to the trapezoid lemniscus, there is medial lemniscus is present. Lateral to it, there is trigeminal lemniscus is present. Lateral to it, there is spinal lemniscus is present, as well as medial to it, there is trigeminal nuclei is present. Here is the trigeminal nuclei. Medial to it, there is trigeminal nuclei here, and here it is the trigeminal nuclei, which is medial to the spinal lemniscus. This is about the dorsal part, and this diagram is very important. As we see the upper part, now we will discuss about the lower part. Lower part of the pons, it is also divided into basilar part and tegmentum part. Here the upper part, like upper part, here the lower part is also divided into basilar part as well as tegmentum. But the dorsal part is different from the tegmentum. The dorsal to the lower part of the pons, the fourth ventricle is present. It is not present in the tegmentum. Here the fourth ventricle is not present in the tegmentum, which is the cerebral aqueduct canal is not present in the tegmentum. But the dorsal part is different. The dorsal to the lower part of the pons, the fourth ventricle is present. It is not present in the tegmentum. Here, the tegmentum part also have medial lemniscus, the trigeminal lemniscus and spinal lemniscus. Like the upper part, it has all the lemniscus like medial lemniscus, trigeminal lemniscus and spinal lemniscus. But laterally, they are related with inferior cerebellar peduncle. Behind the trigeminal nucleus, there is cranial nerve number 7 is present, which is the facial nerve. Behind the medial lemniscus, there is CN6, cranial nerve 6 nucleus is also present. The cranial nerve 6 nerve lies in front of facial colliculus. The 7th nerve lies in the front in the reticular formation of the pons. The 8th nerve nucleus is present inferior to the interior cerebellar peduncle. Here, this is the lower part of the pons. There is no cerebral aqueduct. Fourth ventricle is present. Here is the 6th ventricle nucleus, which is the front of the superior colliculus. The 7th nerve makes a turn in between the facial, so there is superior facial colliculus in front of facial colliculus. The medial lemniscus is also present, trigeminal lemniscus, spinal lemniscus, as well as fifth nerve nucleus. Lateral to it, there is 7th nerve as well as 6th nerve nucleus is also present here. This diagram is also important. Now we will see about the clinical aspects, clinical anatomy. Tumor in pons. Astrocytoma is most common in tumor in brainstem, usually in childhood. Pontine hemorrhage, mostly fatal. 7th nerve nucleus, bilateral paralysis of the limbs due to paralysis of the 7th nerve. Deep coma due to the damage of reticular formation. Thank you. This is all about the pons in the midbrain, pons in the brainstem. If you want more videos, please do like, share and comment my channel. If you have any doubt in it, please do comment it. If you want any topic, new topic, please do comment it. Thank you.